Chali. Namaskar everybody. Good afternoon all. I welcome you all on the behalf of StudyIQ IS. I extend my warmest greetings and I extend my heartfelt wishes to each and every one of you, those who are joining me live right now. So my name is Pritesh Maturkar. I am the senior faculty of Geography, Environment and Ecology in StudyIQ IS. And Devyo Sajjano, side by side, I am also your tour guide because the person whom you are seeing right now on your screens, I have been to 49 countries and I have traveled across 4 continents of the world per se. So I welcome you all with my full heartfelt gratitude on this incredible journey wherein in this channel now I will be the de facto faculty for discussion of geography for prelims 2026, for mains 2026 and also for the personality round of 2026/27, and I'll be also discussing current affairs with each and every one of you. So those who are joining me live right now, please feel free to comment. Those who are seeing me right now, yes, confirm ma'am, you are there. Rest of you, those who are here, so please feel free to comment. This is a live lecture, so I'll be interacting with each and every one of you. So guys, I'm coming live on YouTube after roughly 2 months, and I've taken this decision that now I'll be coming live on this channel because here we'll be targeting the core content with very in-depth analysis. And today I'm beginning off the next great chapter with all of you, the next great adventure in the way of geography through maps. So today's being the first lecture of this great adventure. Today I will be introducing you as to how we are going to proceed with the things. And the main quintessential point of this series is going to be 2.0. So 2.0 in the what way? So 2.0 in the way that here in this new revamped series, I'll be targeting 3 things very differently, which are needed for civil services examination. So guys, stay tuned and I wish you all the very best, today being our first lecture. So up till now, I was engaged on the StudyIQ main channel. Now I will be shifting my focus. I'll be taking your lectures over here. So this will be a long drawn series of roughly 30 to 35 lectures. And at the end of this series, you will all be very much happy. You will all be very much satisfied as to how much you have achieved with me, and you will gain confidence on the concepts. You will have a good clarity of this discipline, and most importantly guys, you will all feel very happy. Okay, so good afternoon everybody. Sumant sir and Vishnu Taneja sir, before starting, would you please brief how many sessions and what will be covered? Yes, definitely. So those who are watching me live right now, please feel free to comment because every day now this time slot is fixed for me. So take this as a lecture that yes, every day we'll be meeting and you can ask me questions in the comment section and together we'll achieve everything. Okay, so let's get on with the discussions of this series and let's get on with the discussions as to how we can proceed up with the things. So first things first guys, when I'm talking about geography through maps, so a question must be ringing in your ears as to why we are doing this, like what is the need for this and what we can expect from this series. So see, maps, they are the most important tool, or I can say the most important methodology. This is very, very important word that I am writing on the board. For what? For analyzing and understanding geography. So you have to analyze and you have to understand geography. So maps is the de facto tool for it. In this series, I will be using this board. In this series, I'll be using this marker. In this series, I'll be using the maps and detailed 4K images. Along with that, I'll be using very hefty amount of current affairs so that all of you can have an organic connect with me. Every time when we talk about mapping, it becomes very much boring, sir. How many locations we need to memorize? Sir, we are not able to understand the locations. So that is why mapping should never be memorized. Mapping should always be analyzed. Mapping should always be internalized. So maps are a very important tool to understand and analyze geography. That is why when I'm talking about mapping, so mapping will help you in 3 ways for clearing UPSC civil services examination. So why mapping is so goddamn important? Number first, because through mapping you'll be able to interlink stuff. Interlink stuff in the sense as to why current affairs are so much important. So very common example I'm giving you. So right now, if I take you to South America, so this is really a very great continent over here. Over here, we have the world's so-called biggest river. So we have the mighty Amazon River flowing through this. Three head streams of basically small river make the world's mightiest river. So over here right now, there are 3 to 4 very important towns. Out of this, one town is over here where we have Belem. So this is where right now COP30, Conference of Party 30 is going on under UNFCCC. So now this is a very important current affairs. Why this city has been chosen? Why Amazon today is at a tipping point? Like if Amazon basically crumbles, what global impacts we can have on climate, on the atmosphere, and most importantly, your and my life takes on the world. So mapping has to be understood from this perspective. So in this series, I will be teaching you interlinkage with current affairs. So when I'm talking about interlinkage with current affairs, of course, we'll be focusing on physical geography. We'll be focusing on political geography. We'll be focusing on social and economic geography too, along with little bit of history. So this is my commitment to each and every one of you that whenever you'll be doing lectures with me, I will be taking care of your concepts. I'll be taking care of your current affairs. Plus, we'll be trying to understanding the human and economic geographic part of that location in detail. So mapping will help you number one in interlinkage. Then second most important part of maps. See, when I'm talking about UPSC civil service examination, guys, ultimately it's a competitive examination, right? So, Three Idiots movie dialogue, life is like a race. If you don't run fast, you are like a broken under. So, guys, when I'm talking about competition, so in competition, guys, you need to have an extra edge over the others. So, mapping will give you that edge. Why? Because mapping will help you solve MCQs in prelims. Plus, if you use map judiciously, your answer writing will also improve. And please don't make this mistake. That's it, we'll take care of means let us first qualify prelims. No. Prelims is a mode. The actual preparation has to be from mains perspective. So if you go by the past 2 to 3 years trends, mapping in prelims has become very intensive. You are being asked what particular group of islands are ruled by which country. You are being asked very intricate questions with regards to time zones. You need to have a careful understanding of distribution of minerals, of rare earth minerals around the world. So maps will definitely help you in approximately 10 to 15 marks in prelims. And if you really understand maps and if you practice them very properly, this will give an edge of at least 200 marks in mains. So this is going to be very important, guys. Now, those of you who are watching me live, please let me know, are you able to hear me properly? Are you understanding the gravity of this adventure? Those of you are right now, Vishnu, Sumant, one is Augustus. Okay, very beautiful name out there, and Kanwar ma'am. Those who are watching me live right now, please feel free to comment. Are you understanding the gravity of my words? Because these things cannot be taken lightly. So we have to have a clear-cut understanding of everything. And last but not the least, guys, number third feature. Like when I'm talking about maps, when I'm talking about this methodology, map will give you what? Map will help you in understanding spatial trend. This is very important. Like if you go by the definition of what is the purpose of geography and what is the purpose of geographer. So 17th and 18th century were very formative years in the discipline of geography. So there was one scholar, his name was Bernard Berenius. Actually, he was the first person to define what is the purpose of geography and what is the purpose of a geographer. So the purpose of geography, according to Bernard Berenius, is basically to paint, to portray the different trends in basically differences of topography, the different trends in settlement, the different trends in whatever you see with your eyes. And what is the purpose of geographer? The purpose of geographer is to connect everything. So when I'm talking about maps, Maps will help you understand what is going on presently. Like again, a very simple but a very sweet example, that why this particular region, why this particular region today has become anti-climate change. China is not getting fulfilled its climate targets. USA has pulled out of Paris Climate Agreement, and why the global South today is unified for fight against climate change. So the trend is very simple. Like if you go into these countries out there versus if you go into these countries over here, these countries being more tropical, these countries being such countries which bear the brunt of climate change, plus the population figures over here are not in millions, they are not in just lakhs or crores, they are in tens of lakhs of crores, they are in 2 billion, 3 billion. Like this and this together will make almost half of the world's population, right? So mapping will help you understand the trends also. So mind you, this series is not going to be for faint-hearted. This series is going to be for dedicated aspirants. And I give you my word, guys. Once you start these sessions with me, and I know that all of you are smart enough, all of you are capable enough, you must have judged in just 10 to 15 minutes up till now that yes, what is going to be the gravity of this series. So bear with me. I will give you daily tasks. Bear with me. I will discuss PYQs. Bear with me. I will discuss current affairs. Only thing I need from you is your unwavering support. Whatever happens, you are there with me. So are you all charged up? Those who are live right now, please feel free to comment, because now I'm going to give you the clarity as to how the sessions will proceed. And tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting in-depth analysis of mapping out there and what sources you all be needing for this. So these sessions will be mains oriented prelims. Vishnu sir, primarily these sessions will be prelims oriented to the tune of around 75%. 25% I'll be capping up as much part of mains as possible. So that once you cover these sessions with me, you will not feel that sir, only prelims part has been targeted, the mains part has been left out. So take care of only your time, only your efforts. Rest everything, it is going to be on the behalf of mine. Okay. Thank you so much, Bhumi ma'am. Chalo. So now let me just quickly give you an overview as to how we are going to proceed with the things. What is going to be our way forward? So first of all, let me clear you all that when I'm talking about the way forward in this series, so we'll be having in total roughly 35 to 40 lectures. Each lecture will be going live at around 1:15 and we'll be taking the lecture till around 2:15 p.m. This series will go live Monday to Friday. If it happens that we are having some important current affairs, if it happens that in the middle I feel that no, some news has to be discussed with you, so on that day I won't be taking the lecture of this particular series, I'll be taking a special current affairs session. Otherwise this is going to be the de facto outlay of this series. Then Saturdays and Sundays you will be given some assignments. You will be given some assignments, and I will be keeping tab on these assignments too. So spread the word that yes, on YouTube for the very first time I'm trying to do something wherein I am having my accountability for you all. So actually it's Uno reverse. Normally you need to have accountability with me, but now for the very first time live on YouTube, I'm giving you my accountability that yes, when I'm giving these assignments, you need to post those assignments. You will be getting critical feedback from me too. And this is live on YouTube. So where you can send those and how you can connect with me, I will be elaborating you all. When I'm talking about this series, so from this series, you can expect three things. Number first, concepts. Because without concepts, mapping is not of any use. So we'll be getting clarity in all realms of geography, whether it be physical geography, whether it be human geography, whether it be economic geography, whether it be settlement geography, or whether it be resource geography. So one-stop destination for each and every one of you all. Just one lecture with me of any particular continent, of any particular country will give you every detail out there. So you don't have to run helter shelter. Sir, for this we have to do some NCRT. for this we have to refer Majid Hussain or GC or no. Just me. I will be giving you detailed analysis plus I'll be using detailed maps so that you don't have to run helter shelter. Then number two, of course, you need to have resources. So what resources I'm targeting? So I will be targeting this atlas particularly. So this atlas which you are seeing on your screen, this is referred to as the Orient Black Swan School Atlas, the de facto atlas for discussions of mapping. And you don't need to worry. My official Telegram handle is this. This is referred to as CSC with PM. So this is my official Telegram handle. You can all join this Telegram handle. Over here, detailed 4K images have been already uploaded of this atlas if you go into the files section. Plus, after every lecture, whatever I'll be writing on the board with regards to current affairs, with regards to the discussion of some issues, that you will be getting as lecture handout too. So if you join this, you will be getting detailed images over here. Plus, when I'm talking about resources, so first of all, you need to have the atlas. Plus, I will be giving you my lecture handouts, whatever I'll be writing on the board. Plus, I will be giving you some important current affairs links too. Everything will be given by me so that you don't have to run helter shelter for stuff. Just one stop with me, everything will be taken care of. So it's just like Tata Sky, isko laga dala, to life jinga lala. Sir, what about Students Atlas? Who is asking this? Benjamin sir. Benjamin sir, this is the best atlas out there because the coloring scheme of this atlas is very good. So I have uploaded on my Telegram handle 4K digital printout of this. You can take a colored printout and you can keep it with you. I recommend this, but it's ultimately your choice, your prerogative. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. But I'll be referring to this atlas predominantly. Plus, number third. Guys, this is very, very important. See, whenever I'm talking about mapping, you know what 99% of the aspirants do? They commit one mistake which costs them their entire attempts, which can cost them their career. Is that they don't practice maps. They don't summarize the maps, whatever is being taught on the board. So, if let's say if I'm discussing the continent of the world's largest island continent. So if I'm talking about the world's largest island continent, so the world's largest island continent is Australia, right? It is surrounded by water on all four sides. Here you have Torres Strait. This is called as Bass Strait. Then over here we have Orofara Sea. This is basically Gulf of Carpentaria, Coral Sea, surrounded by water bodies. This is Bight of Australia, the Great Australian Bight. So if you are summarizing atlas, you don't need to use this actually. You need to draw a simple outline map of Australia like this. You are basically naming its division. So this is Western Australia, the desert region. Then you have the Northern Territory where you have the tropical rainforest. Then you have the Eastern Highlands, the Great Dividing Range. Then you have the South and the Eastern Lowlands, plus you have Tasmania. So what is expected from all of you, you know guys, from you all, a very simple thing is expected. See how you can portray this. If you are basically summarizing Australia, so you have just drawn a simple map of Australia like this. Here you are marking up all the physical divisions. Here up you are marking all the physical entries. Here up you are marking up current affairs too. So that you don't need to go back to the atlas and study it. You have your own atlas. So it will be my endeavor with each and every one of you that will be doing this. You will be getting this from my end too. In the lecture itself, I'll be summarizing this for you. Plus, I intend that you do this as assignment. So do you all commit with this? And you don't need to know the same day. Take your time. Once I have discussed those entries, sit on a weekend and submit them to me on my Telegram handle CSA with PM. So the discussions group out there is CSA with PM chat. You can submit it over there. So take this as an assignment that you are making your own atlas. You don't need to refer to any goddamn atlas. You have your own atlas for summarization. And guys, this is hardly 1 to 1.5 months of exercise, hardly 1 to 1.5 months of exercise. If you do this judiciously, if you do this sincerely, I don't want serious aspirants, I want sincere aspirants, those who are consistent. Uh, Mapping questions then become very easy for you. And then answering questions in mains, they also become very easy. Because when you talk about the questions in mains, they're all basically based on mapping itself. Whether it be Indian mapping, whether it be world mapping, whether it be any region specific mapping. So, how will be our outlay over there? How are we going to proceed up with the things? So, over here, up till now, I have taken mapping around 3 times on the main channel. So, my de facto approach was a little bit different. Now, as I'm taking a new revamped series over here, so my approach in this series will be radically different. I always used to start from Australia and Oceania, but now my approach is going to be a tad bit different. First of all, what we are going to do is, first of all, the first thing which we'll do, we'll go through all the latitudes of the world. We'll understand all the latitudes, we'll understand the important longitudes of the world, the equator, the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, the international tree line, the Antarctic Circle. We'll understand what is 0 degree prime meridian, what is international date line, the countries through which it passes, important water bodies, important mountains, passes, gaps it cuts through, and what are the settlements over there. Then, once we have done with this, I will be basically giving you a brief idea about what? About the vegetation, about the biodiversity over where? Over the important latitudes of the world. And plus, we'll be having what? We'll be having a world perspective over here. And that too in mapping. So, what I'm talking about is biogeographical realms. This up till now I have not yet done on YouTube. Yours will be the first batch, I can say now, where I'll be shifting my focus. Why? Because I have always understood this point that whenever I start any country's mapping with all of you, you all get pretty confused with what is the vegetation, how is the local flora and fauna. So before starting the actual stuff out there, I will be enlightening you how this differs throughout the world. Because if you go into your main syllabus, point number 3, flora and fauna and their critical time location changes throughout the world. This is exclusively mentioned in your main syllabus. So I will be taking up this, and once we are done with this, then I will be starting off with you all the detailed maps. So when I'm talking about detailed maps, of course, physical, political, economic, social, little bit of historical angle too. This will be heavily interlinked with current affairs. So I will be starting off with Australia and Oceania. First Australia, then New Zealand, Oceania. Be shifting our focus to South America, North America, Africa, Europe, East Asia, Central Asia, West Asia, Southeast Asia, and lastly, we'll be talking about India too. So this will be the first series on YouTube which I'll be taking, where I'll be taking in-depth analysis of India too. So Indian mapping also we are going to do with great what I can say diligence, and I will be honing on it like anything. Sir, can you also take current affairs classes of environment? Let's see Bhumima how things go out, but right now I'm starting off with this part. Okay. Sir, could you also include national parks and related entries majorly asked in prelims? Yes, Vishnuji. When I'll be talking about Indian maps, so I will be discussing that also. So in this series, guys, I'm having basically 3 expectations from all of you. I'm having 3 expectations from all of you. The first expectation is I want all of you to do sincere, smart hard work. See, it's very easy for me to open up map, to open up any atlas and to portray anything in front of you. But for all of you, I'm going to write the stuff on the board. I'm going to highlight the important stuff. Plus, I'll be making up a rough outline so that all of you benefit from it. So I want to all of you to do smart hard work. Don't memorize this stuff. Understand this stuff. How mountain orogeny, how mountain distribution affects the local topography, how vegetation is affecting the human settlements, how the distribution of resources today governs the international geopolitics. So I want all of you to do smart hard work. Then the second expectation which I have from all of you is that you are not using this as the means to an end. See, if you start taking this series lightly, or if you start taking this series objectively, this series will not benefit each and every one of you. You have to take this series as a journey. Every day you will be learning something new, every day you will be understanding something new. So I want all of you to basically do what? To basically take this series from a applied perspective. Applied perspective in the sense of what? You need to make me understand that if I'm talking about the world, why do we have majority of the world cities located where? So majority of the world's biggest cities, they are located on which side? They are located on the eastern side. You will say, sir, it might be because of monsoon. You might say it might be because of ocean currents. You say it might be because of resources. You might say it might be because of the local slope out there, because majority of the rivers in majority of the continents, they drain little bit eastwards. So whatever I just reiterated, you should all be able to answer. Why do we have deserts on the western side? A very common question, but still majority of the aspirants lack in basic understanding. I want all of you to overcome this. How come Antarctica is having more biodiversity as compared to Amazon in the past? Like if you talk about which are the world's biggest rainforests up till now, so you will say that's the biggest rainforests are of course Amazon out there, but you know, roughly 3 to 4 times bigger than Amazon rainforest we have discovered beneath the permafrost thick ice sheet of Antarctica. How so? How can we utilize it as an evidence of continental drift? We need to understand that. Right now we are having evidences that in the Arctic, in the boreal stuff, in the boreal regions out there, we are having life which is existing below freezing temperatures. And we are having nitrogen fixation bacteria being discovered over here. So guys, the discoveries right now which are happening, they are earth shattering. You need to basically be sure, you need to be capable enough that yes, you are able to answer all of this stuff. If I'm talking about recent discoveries from geomorphology perspective, so right now over here, we are witnessing formation of a new subduction zone near Vancouver. So you are having Juan the Puka plate and you are having the North American plate. They are actively splitting. Over here, we are having a group of islands called as Queen Charlotte Island. So that is where we are having active subduction being formed right in front of our eyes. We have the discovery of the world's oldest rocks over here in Quebec, dating back to 4.16 billion years, just when the earth was forming. So make sure that whenever you are doing this series, we'll be having the applied perspective so that you can understand current affairs, and most importantly you can predict those two, that what can be the future out there. And last but not the least, I have a very simple yet equally difficult expectation from each and every one of you, that you are basically doing what? You are basically making your own atlas. I want this from all of you so that you don't need to be dependent on anybody or any other stuff out there. Sir, previously want to prepare optional with you. Okay. uh, okay. Because of hot currents. Yeah, Western Coast. Yes, definitely. So these three expectations I want all of you to fulfill. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting off with our very first lecture. I'll be discussing the latitude called as equator. We'll understand what is equator, how is it determined, what is the distribution of biodiversity, how it affects the human settlement. and slowly we'll start understanding the countries through which it passes the lakes and how it enters into the equatorial type of climate. I'm again reiterating, all of you can connect with me on Telegram. My official handle is CSC with PM. Please don't forget to subscribe it, and my official Telegram group where you can chat with me, it is referred to as CSC with PM chat. So any doubts, any difficulties, you can ask me. Whatever I'll be writing on the board, whatever diagrams I'll be using on the board, that will be readily available to all of you after the lecture. You don't have to worry about that, about the outlines, about the important entries. Plus, most importantly, I'll be taking care of your concepts too. Okay. So in today's lecture, I wanted to discuss this with each and every one of you. Please make sure that you all join me tomorrow. And StudyIQ has always been diligent about this and always been serious about this, that we give you the right opportunity wherein you showcase your hard work, wherein you showcase your talent, and we as your able mentor, philosopher and guide, we set you on the right track. So the most demanded prelims crash course, Success in Prelims, has now begun. Right now we are having Learners Day sale. The sale is going to end on 15th of November. If you use my code PM Life, you will be able to start up your journey only in 4,999 rupees. And if you are preparing for 2027 or 2028, we have the Resolution Plus batch, wherein, like, if you qualify prelims, you get eligibility for mains residential program. According to that, you also become eligible for free mentorship. And if you qualify mains, so you are eligible for interview guidance program too. And the main residential program is our flagship program wherein we take care of your lodging, boarding and eating too. Okay. So guys, please meet me tomorrow. I'll be most happy to help each and every one of you. Please take care that this is going to be a one-on-one communication. This is going to be a one-on-one lecture wherein you can ask me your difficulties, you can rectify your doubts, and together we'll achieve everything. Okay. So on the behalf of StudyIQ IS, I wish you all the very best. If you are having any difficulty, please feel free to ask me right now. Otherwise, give me the permission so that I can end this live session. And tomorrow onwards, welcome aboard everybody. Spread the word. And after lecture, please don't forget to like, please don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to comment, because I won't be understanding the stuff unless and until you comment on that. So I am very much open to critical feedback. Okay. So if you give me a critical feedback, I will work upon it and together we'll achieve the part. So PYQs will be taken care of, concepts will be taken care of, current affairs will be taken care of, everything will be taken care of. Okay. So see you all tomorrow. Until next time, until the next lecture, please keep on smiling, please keep on working hard, because that is the ultimate crux of life. Okay. Thank you everybody. Take care. Bye bye. Tomorrow's timings, Menka ma'am, it's fixed 1:15 to 2:15. So this timing is fixed. This timing will never be basically altered by me. Okay. Thank you.